Part 2 Sobble, here we go.
Yes, it is Part 2 Sobble. That's what it says on the board.
Alright. Sound good on the earphone in.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Well, how nice.
Alright. Hello, people. It's us, TBGN. I'm your host, Young Bro.
I'm your host, Older Bro.
And we are back playing, almost said Scarlet and Violet.
Yes.
Sword and Shield, Shiny Hunting.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Okay,
That's totally what this game is.
Give me a second. I'm going to readjust my mic a little. Alright.
Younger Bro is getting confused.
So we're back Shiny Hunting in Pokemon Shield where we're looking for Sobble.
For the Sobble?
Yeah, for Sobble. Yeah, me and Older Bro were having basically a meeting before this stream, so that's why it took us a little bit to start it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we were already running a little bit late to begin with. So.
Oh no.
Oh no! The stream goes until 11. Instead of 10:30.
That's not a problem since, you know, today's Saturday.
It's like we moved it up. It's not, we didn't move this up to be, because we had to move it up. We moved it up to be in line with everything else. So. Although it is nice to have it earlier, because then I don't have to have struggles to fall asleep. Or not struggles to fall asleep. Like, not immediately fall asleep after these streams. Like, dead tired.
What the hell? Okay, guys, I have to pause for a second. It's about my mom and her surgery she's going through.
Oh, that's fine. If you need me to run around for a minute, I can handle that.
No, it's fine. Lumberstensius Yeah, maybe Older Bro could elaborate.
No idea. It's something. Like, I know lumbar support is is in the back of your back. It's where this pillow normally goes. It's like the curve of your back. So it's something to do with that. Other than that, I am completely lost.
Yeah, all I know from this is those are the procedures? Question mark? Yeah. I thought it was the diagnosis, like.
Well, those are videos that they're making. They're making her watch to cover what's going on.
Yeah.
Basically, they're explanatory videos. Like, if you have this condition, then this is the kind of surgery that will be happening to you.
Honestly, if her spine really is that bad, I'm gonna be worried it's gonna be cancer of some sort.
Thing is, cancer doesn't usually cause your bones to melt. Like, that's not really how that works. So I don't quite know.
If it is on your spine, though, that is very bad.
Oh, yeah, you're dead. It's like, just die now. There is pretty much no hope.
If it's not death, you could be immobile.
Yeah. Yep.
So you could be paralyzed from like the neck down.
Yep. So,
or maybe full body paralysis.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that's a thing too.
Yep. Yeah. It's very, very not good.
But I don't think my mom's gonna have that. If I had to bet, she's gonna be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of her life.
I mean, that's pretty much half body paralysis at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's basically full body paralysis.
But from what I understand about my mom, she can't walk really by herself anymore.
Nope.
She obviously, well, I knew that she can't think for herself anymore.
Nope.
And there's some else? She's having a hard time breathing, so she can't even really breathe anymore. So
Yeah.
she's gonna be hooked up to some heavy, like, life support stuff.
Yeah. I would,
And she continues to make it worse because she keeps overtaking pills or whatever she's doing.
I would prepare for, the worst.
I've been preparing for the worst. I
mean, that's
when
fair.
when Father showed up that one day to get me out of my work,
Yeah.
I thought she was dead.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, as soon as he said it's about my mom, I'm like, oh god. And then he said she's not dead. I'm like, okay.
yeah, but I would say she isn't far off at the current state of affairs. She's not far away from death at this point. She's rapidly approaching it. So it's like,
Anyway, so I talked to Father about it,
yeah.
and Father's like, losing her parents made it, like, twice as worse.
Yeah.
But she was already very bad.
Yeah.
Like, before I was born.
Yeah. It's what I worry is going to happen to Bree when your father dies. I legit don't know how she will handle that.
Here's the thing about Bree.
Yeah.
Bree, as far as I'm aware, isn't addicted to anything.
Well, no, but I'm saying that, like, I legit don't understand. I don't know how she's going to handle, like, living on her own or even, like, not living with him.
Worst case scenario, she lives with us.
Yeah, but yeah,
And
it's like I
if
worry
that happens, we're gonna have to do that. Like, where else she gonna go?
Exactly. So it's like I worry heavily that a similar thing will happen. Maybe not to quite this level, but
not
a similar level of, like, her
her
living
father
situation will be
change.
completely fucked up by this.
Yes. Anyway,
Yes.
Father's hopeful to get her an apartment somewhere where she can make regular payments and such.
Yeah.
But here's the downside of that, which
Yeah.
I don't like. He's looking at apartments, like, downtown. And I honestly don't want her to live there.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that place gets bad.
Yeah.
But then again, everywhere's bad.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah. There has to be some kind of, like, Christian assistive living communities somewhere that can assist with things. But a lot of those can get very expensive, so it's like it depends on the situation. I don't know.
Yeah, regardless, guys, we have our problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom is a far worse problem than our sisters. Like,
Yes, but anyways, let's no longer talk about death and sad things. Let's talk about better things.
Well, unfortunately, we have more bad news. Because, guys, we might have to put a hold on mobile series after a while. We don't know yet. We're still testing. Because I tried to record a new mobile series today, not saying what it is, and I thought that game was fucking with our recording because Miracast, the app that we use to project the game to you guys, as well as the audio, was having some very heavily bad lag issues. So I thought it was the new game. Then I switched over to Dragon Ball Legends, which is the game you know I play. And it was fine at first. And then I tried it again later, and I was having lag issues. Hello?
Hello, Sarah Sorbet.
Sarah Sorbet.
Yeah, it has been a little while.
Been a long time. But anyways, guys, so we'll figure out what's going to happen with mobile. It could be just a receiver issue.
Yeah. We'll attempt to fix it as best as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Worst case scenario, it's a phone issue, and I have to factory reset my phone, which I don't want to do.
See, guys, every time Younger Bro tells me there's a problem, I always hope that it's a Younger Bro issue. I always just hope that he's being stupid or not understanding something about tech, and it's almost always not the case. And I'm always sad about it. Because I'm just like, why can't you just be wrong? Just...
To be fair, I do know more about our mobile system than you do.
That's true, but, like, I'm just like, why can't you just be wrong? Why can't the system just be working fine?
We're currently playing Scarlet and Violet for the channel.
Yeah. We're playing Scarlet and Violet on stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Also, we are not that far in the game, so no spoilers.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to be switching over to shiny hunting so that once Younger Bro and I beat the game, and once Younger Bro gets the shiny charm.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're going to also get any other charms if the game has those, but regardless, we'll figure it out.
We would need the shiny charm and the oval charm at most.
Yeah. So, either way.
Brilliant Zigzagoon.
Woo! Get back here. I
don't think I encountered it.
Yes, like, I don't know which one you encountered there.
I always check the brilliant Pokemon just in case.
It doesn't
it's
show
shiny.
on this screen if it's brilliant, right? There's no way for you to know if you got the brilliant one.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I don't know. I think that was the brilliant
Either
one.
way, you did not get
shiny.
it.
But still some shiny news. I posted about it in my Two Bros Game Night. Not Doom Bros Game Night. Two Shadow Bros Game Night. Our Shadow Bros Discord. Anyway, I got shiny Hitmonlee in Pokemon Go today.
Hitmonlee!
So, I did find a shiny, not on camera.
Well, that's okay.
I usually post about it on Instagram, but I didn't do it this time. Because I just kind of stopped posting about it on Instagram.
Fuck the Instagram. What's our favorite Pokemon types? Ooh.
As I've said many times, I would probably be a Fairy Psychic type gym leader.
Yeah. I'm mixed. Because there's a lot of different Pokemon I like of different types. But...
And Older Bro doesn't do favorites?
Yeah. Probably something Fire, Ice, or Dragon. Those tend to be types that I enjoy.
Wham, 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 wham. Alright. Hey, Mr. B.
Hello, Mr. B. By the way, is the...
That's fine. I have a lot of friends that love grass type.
Yeah, grass is fine. Don't feel bad about liking a certain type.
I mean, have you seen Superior?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, have you seen Weed Cat?
Or Hisuian Lilligant? I love Hisuian Lilligant. But yeah, or the new grass type Pokemon. You know, the Pokemon I chose.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with liking a certain
So, Younger Bro, I'm
type.
assuming... So, I'm going to be going around and cleaning up stuff on Scarlet and Violet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that the star-shaped things on the map are the crystals. Because, like, what the heck else would those be?
The terrestrialized Pokemon?
No, the star-shaped shapes on the map. That's just a type.
I'm not
Because
sure.
they're just things on your map that literally don't give you any information.
I chose Weed Cat too. It's a kitty! I had to choose the kitty.
Kitty.
Meow. Yeah, I probably would have choose Quaxley, going off of what I usually do for starters, but
Yeah.
when I saw the cat, I'm like, nah, this is the best starter in this gen.
Yeah, it's this crystals. Okay.
We are at 200 encounters and counting.
Yeah, see, I liked the fire starter. I'm not sure if I will, how much I'll like its third form.
I've sort of been spoiled on a lot of Pokemon and Scarlet and Violet because I keep seeing posts about it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
and they're in the thumbnail.
Yep.
So I'm trying to tune them out as best as I can.
Yeah, it's impossible.
But from what I remember about the starter for the fire type, it doesn't look terrible.
Look, I'm just glad that it, as far as I've heard, does not stand up. So
no, it doesn't.
That is
true.
It's the one that does not stand up, and I'm like, oh, thank God. It disappointed me, but did not ruin things when one of the others stood up.
To an extent, I do hate that the cat is not on all fours all the time. I do like not like that really.
I just loved seeing all the posts that were just like forcing the cat's paws to sit down before they revealed it, like before the games came out. Just being like, no, stay on all fours, don't change.
Like, I wanted my cat starter to evolve into basically a lion or a lioness by the third form.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't exactly know what it looks like. And we'll try not to do any spoilers ourselves. So, we'll just,
yeah, we'll continue, but... Yeah,
its forms, its evolutions are not disappointing.
Like, I liked...
At most disappointing.
I liked
good.
Pyroar. Like, I liked that Pokemon because I thought it was fucking hilarious when I tried to use Flamethrower. But regardless, I did kind of want the grass starter on all fours. I just think it would look so good on all fours.
Yeah, so does everyone. So we'll not talk anymore about it though.
Whee. I'm trying to remember like all of like stuff. Oh, did you see the Christmas Hiffle episode yet?
I have not.
Oh my god, it's so fucking hilarious. Oh man. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Frieza Day.
Oh
god. Okay, yeah, make sure again. But yeah, guys, as Old Bro was saying, so we are very, very far behind when it comes to shiny hunting. We are shiny hunting in Sword and Shield, and it's now we're on Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah. So we're like, you know what, 8 games behind at this point or something.
Sort of. Like, guys, we don't want to just move up to the new game. We don't want to pull an A drive, but
it's
seems
looking
like
very likely that we are going to have to do that.
Because we only do one shiny hunt stream a week, and A drive does it every day, so he's usually finished with the games.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he was finished with Arceus though.
Do we have a preference so far? Not really. Oh, piece of crap.
We don't really do preferences. That's why
well, it's just between the two games. Like, they're basically the same.
Yeah, we always buy both copies, so we've never preferred one game over the other.
Yeah, because so far we haven't really seen any content that's, like, exclusive. Like, there's been a couple Pokemon maybe, but, like...
Pokemon and character clothing.
Yeah, so it's really just if you like red-colored clothing or purple-colored clothing.
Like, there's basically still no difference.
Yeah.
And that's how Pokemon has always been. And that's why we stream both games at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's a different playthrough because me and older bro don't play the same. So, even though it's different playthroughs, we still play the games at the same time because it's the same game. Like, the only difference is how me and older bro play, really.
Basically.
So, guys, yes, we'll even do this to older games. When we play Black and White, we're going to play both. When we do Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the campaign, we're doing both.
If we ever get to that, guys.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, this was one of the rare situations where we played the games, or shiny hunted in the games before we
shiny
played the game.
hunted it, yeah.
So, we screwed that up.
Yeah, that was the start of our channel, so we didn't really have a plan for our channel yet.
Yeah, we have done so much wrong in our channel.
And now we're only starting to fix them. Like,
yeah. We do our best.
Like, we even fixed our unlisted playlist by deleting it off the face of the earth.
Thank God.
Like, guys, there is no unlisted content left on the channel because we just went back and fixed all those videos that were broken.
Yeah. Which
you
know,
was nice, actually. I
was gonna say, it's
so happy.
It may have caused like some views to be lost, but who cares? Now the videos look much nicer.
Sorry about that, guys. Like that.
I don't know if they can hear that. But,
I think they did.
But if they can, yeah, it's it sounds like it's getting worse.
Yeah, guys, we are in older bro's room, and older bro's room has a lot of bullshit like pipage and stuff because it used to be a garage.
Yep.
So our furnace has been having issues.
Well, in this case, it's actually not the furnace; it's the pump.
The pump has been having issues.
Yep. But regardless, issues.
And the funny thing is, if like my work ever lets me work on a pump, I could look at our pump and see what the hell's wrong with it.
I just don't know what that pump is pumping. Like it looks like a sump pump. It's something that like.
If it's not a pump, then it's a filter.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand its purpose. But whatever its purpose is, it's broken.
I just worry we're going to lose the house because of the amount of issues with it.
No, we're not gonna. It's not gonna cause a problem that's like will stop the house from working. But it's definitely annoying because I now have to go over and remove all the stuff from the floor because the floor over there is flooding.
Jesus Christ! One of these days, guys. One of these days, me and older bro will start to move out.
Yeah. One day. And it shall not be too far away, but it will be a bit. So.
If I had a bet, we're probably going to be in here at least another year.
Could be, could be. Let us hope not.
Because it all depends on how much money I get a week. And like I said, if I get my 90 days in, my pay will increase, and then I think I'll be making more than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Unclear, and yeah. We will not go into it on the channel.
Well, they should know our progress.
They don't need to know our progress.
We're just saying, guys, we want to move out badly.
Yeah.
Like,
our desires are high, but our funds are low.
That is true. Like, guys, like, my room is so fucking small. Like, compared to older bro's room.
It really is.
And we would be able to, like, extend it. But that's if I had the money to do that.
I'm already setting up as much as I can, but I'll do my best.
But yeah, at that point, we might as well move out. Because probably the cost to extend my room is the cost to move out.
Yeah, you're never getting that room extended. Ever. Just, frankly, that's not going to happen.
Like, I'm worried Father's going to buy me something to put in my room, and I won't have anywhere to put it.
That will probably happen.
We are currently living with our parents. That's why we stream late at night.
So that no one interrupts us.
Like, we can record in the daytime all we want, because if someone interrupts us, we can just edit it out, but we get annoyed with it.
Yeah. Are we trying to get an apartment? We don't know yet.
We just said we are actively saving up to move out, but
we don't exactly know what yet.
yeah, so we are saving up to move out. We don't know if it's going to be an apartment or if it's going to be a house. Honestly, I hope for a small house. And we just rent a house. Like, that's what my parents...
Rent a house? Yeah.
That's what my parents did.
Yeah.
Like, that was my house before the pink house.
Yeah.
It was a rented home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I liked it.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, we'll need it.
Yeah, that is true.
I also need luck for shiny hunting. I want my
Nah.
red fin Sobble.
You don't need luck for that.
Again, guys, Sobble is the hardest starter and the hardest egg hunt in this game.
As a reminder, guys, the last time Younger Bro said that, we found it in the first stream, and called the entire shiny hunting community a liar. So, let us hope for similar things this time.
For Sobble, I've actually seen it.
Yeah.
Kangaskhan,
We had not seen it.
not seen it.
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of bad stories about it.
Yeah.
This one, I have seen it. Like, every shiny hunter I've watched, like, the worst one I saw was over 6,000 encounters with the shiny charm. And the oval charm.
Yeah.
And the other ones were like 5,000, 3,000 at best.
Yeah.
So guys, if I get it, I will be one of the luckiest people to shiny hunt for Sobble. Like, I'd be over the moon.
It's Tonikawa over the moon.
Moon over Georgia?
No. I can't remember where that is in the list. I should look that up.
Wait, that was a game you were mentioning?
No, that was an anime I was mentioning.
Oh.
One I greatly enjoy. I think I put it high on the list. Okay, it's like... It's quite a ways down, but it is still one... It's... The reason, by the way, it's quite so far down is because it's an extra show. God, I forgot. Have y'all watched Chainsaw Man? We don't...
We
I can't
know
remember
about it.
I can't remember what Chainsaw Man's on, but I don't think we have it. But Younger Bro also really does not like gore. And I'm on gore. The most I'll watch is ReZero, and Chainsaw Man feels like a step further than even I'm comfortable with.
Here's the thing, I'm weird about gore. So I don't like seeing gore in shows, but I'm slowly starting to be fine with it in video games.
Yeah. Which is weird, because I was like, yeah, it's fine in video games, but ReZero does it. And, like, it's a problem.
But ReZero, you look at a character you love and you just see their guts being ripped out.
That happens in video games. But yeah, like, I hear it's a very good show.
But it's not as, I want to describe
prevalent.
it, relevant or detailed. Like,
yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's not as, there's not as much.
Impactful.
Yeah, not as impactful.
Because ReZero, if you saw, I don't know, Beatrice getting beheaded in front of you in great detail, you'd have a problem with.
Yeah, maybe. I'd have
especially
the same problem.
Rim.
I'd have the same problem if they actually showed it, Midna getting her head cut off in Zelda, though.
But
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just weird about it. I don't like seeing it in shows. I'm more or less fine with it in video games. But in video games, you usually see it in things like Danganronpa and like horror video games, and we don't
they also
play.
stylize it to a high degree. So like Danganronpa is like
Borderline.
Yeah.
Like Danganronpa is my borderline. Same with ReZero. Those are basically the shows I can like be fine with it because that's the point, sort of.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Danganronpa has more say than ReZero does, really, because Danganronpa, you're stuck in a situation where murders can just happen.
Yeah, it's completely random.
Exactly. And ReZero, it's random, but then it doesn't matter. So to me, it's like, why show that gore?
Yeah.
Like, in Dragon Ball, they don't have gore. They just kill off a character quickly and you know they're dead.
Yeah.
And they just get wished back with a Dragon Ball. It's like, that's fine. But when shows just go into great detail about their deaths, and like they get beheaded or they get stabbed through the heart, is when it starts to become cringy and just, I don't like looking at it.
I don't know if cringy is the right term, but it's you don't enjoy it.
It makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, that's speaking Pokemon for a second. Weird Ear was the evolution of Stantler, right? That was not me being crazy. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not in this game.
Okay.
The reason I know is because I just caught Stantler, and it's there's no spot after it, so it's like, oh, that's not a thing here. I'm sad now.
Well, the evolutions and forms for Arceus were hundreds of years ago, and Pokemon have progressed to the point where they don't need to have those forms anymore. So that's why it's not in the games right now. I mean, it is
sad. There's no Weird Ear. Yeah,
it's disappointing. Like I'll agree, but anyways, so yeah, guys, the reason you don't see us doing a lot of gore stuff is because we don't really enjoy it.
Well, yeah. I can stand it, but younger bro very much can't. And even I get squeamish, so.
God, that sucks, Mr. B.
Like, I'm fine with Cleaver not being in the game. I'm fine with I'm okay with Weirdeer not being in the game, but it absolutely upsets me that Basculin's evolution's not in the game, because, like, that Pokemon, I was saying should have existed since Gen 5. If they redo Gen 5 and Basculegion is not in that game, I will be actually angry. No, I'm not saying Cleaver wasn't great. I'm saying I can live without Cleaver. I can suffer without Weirdeer. I'm angry without Basculegion. Yeah, Paldea's set up for ancient Pokemon. They could just, it's just free in here.
But yeah, Gore is why I have a hard time trying to watch all of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the title. Walking Dead.
Like, guys, I have a hard time sleeping at night, like, watching gore and horror stuff.
Younger bro is, well, many would call him, many would probably call him whiny little bitch for this, but yeah, no, he does, like, struggle to sleep through this. So, it is not recommended to show younger bro, too much horror.
Like, guys, my favorite thing in the whole world is Jurassic Park, and I can't even watch that at night.
Well, that's fair.
I haven't seen the last season yet. In fact, I haven't even made it to the second season of The Walking Dead yet. I watched all the first season. It was pretty good.
Did you have trouble watching Inconvenient Truth? I don't know what that is, actually.
I don't know what that is either. Mystery.
Like, I must admit, I am lost as to what that is.
It sounds like a YouTube video. Then no. We've not seen it. Like, the worst video I saw was about a politician that shot himself in the mouth on live television.
Why were you watching that?
Because it was a part of someone's, like, compilation video.
Why would you compile that? What was that no, you know, I don't care what that was a compilation of. But why would you put that in any
It was like a conspiracy, like, video.
Oh, okay. But still, why? Okay, I'm gonna check something. Remember how I was... Oh, shoot.
Documentary film directed by...
Oh, that's... Why would that have a lot of gore in it? Oh, okay.
He's making
Bad
a joke.
joke. I completely understand now. That's stupid.
Anyway, the most gore, Al Gore
I should have
I've
figured
seen.
it out from the fact that you capitalized it.
The most Al Gore stuff I've seen is from South Park, and that's when they're making fun of him, and it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes. I was the vice president.
So
Nobody's taking me cereal. Man, that pig.
Okay, before I complain about South Park trying to be too hip with the kids with that statement, so I was a bit concerned because remember how we talked about the problems with like having the PC be in your inventory because you know you could just put a Pokemon in your bag and heal it instantly. Well, obviously they don't do that. So I just caught a Pokemon that was poisoned, put it in my bag, it stayed poisoned, and I was like, but does it heal when you go to the Pokemon Center? And yes, so healing now heals everything in your entire PC and your party. Because, yeah, just be like, oh, I put it in the PC and forgot about it, and now it's suffering.
But, anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I can't stand a lot of gore.
Yeah.
But guys, we are slowly but surely starting to get into horror games.
To an extent, yes.
Like, if I wasn't doing horror video games, older bro probably would have been.
Yep, probably.
But even still, I don't imagine you doing a lot of, like, big name, like, horror games. Like, Danganronpa, I didn't even know about until you.
Danganronpa is really not that big of a franchise, which is why, like, yeah, I absolutely played it. But, like, it's also not a... It's weirdly not a horror franchise. Like,
it's more of a thriller.
Yeah, it's like...
But
yeah, it is absolutely a thriller. That is true. It is a thriller. But it's also, like, it's just an interesting situation because the game isn't about the deaths being horrifying. The deaths just happen. So it's like you're never really scared that somebody died. It's just that you're like you're sad.
But you are afraid that anybody could attack you at any time. Like that is the scare part of it.
But you're also like, but main character's never gonna die. Minecraft scares me. Yeah, Minecraft is more of a horror game than Danganronpa because a creeper shows up behind you and you're like, fuck!
Yes, that is true. I've had that happen. Like, I remember one session I had with my friends. I was digging in a cave.
Yep.
I was just minding my own business, and then I didn't hear it go off. But I turn around, like, not knowing it's there at all.
Yeah.
Like, I turn around because I just lost my pickaxe. There's a creeper right there, and I scream, and my party just ask what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got my ass blown up by a creeper.
Yes, they all saw it.
And they all started cracking up.
Okay.
No, none of them saw it.
Oh. No, I was assuming in the chat they saw X died by creeper. Or did you not die?
No, I didn't die.
Gotcha.
But it was great.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did just have a Pokemon break out on 3rd Shake. So that is in this game.
I wonder if they updated that in Pokemon Go yet.
No.
I don't think they have.
Well, I think that the way the games work is I think they usually only have 3 shakes. It's either 0, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. I think this game doesn't have a 0 shake.
Yeah.
It has a 3 shake instead. Yeah, Mr. B, I am. Like, I've said many times on camera that I'm going back to old areas and catching old Pokemon, not on camera. Because it would be agonizingly long for me to do so. So, right now I am in, like, the first area right outside of the left side of the main city.
He just wants to
Or the right side
an
of the main
excuse
city.
to play Scarlet, by the way.
Look, I can't do any work on my list because we're streaming on this computer. You are not missing out on valuable content. I am catching Apache Risu. This is not valuable.
I mean, you could find new Pokemon and such like
And
that.
I don't catch those. I even don't evolve things on camera.
But your reactions are not going to be recorded to those new Pokemon.
I roll my eyes at younger bro.
Uh-huh. At least I stay away from the games. Even Scarlet.
Younger bro is trying to guilt trip me along with Mr. B, and neither of you are succeeding.
I'm just saying, if I'm forced to not play the games, you shouldn't play them either.
You're not catching every Pokemon!
Yes, I am. I won't Scarlet. Like,
Yeah, and you're not doing that on camera. So you'll be eventually playing it off camera too. It'll just be at the end, and I'm doing it in the middle.
No, I'm going to be recording the entire time just in case I find a shiny.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about two different things there. This is 201. You'll record it, but unless you find a shiny, you won't show it. And neither will I.
Yeah, I will. I will. Like, the reason why I'm recording the whole time is so I catch my reaction when I find it. Then I will upload it to YouTube.
Yes.
For the shiny playlist.
Yes, I understand that. And that's what I'm saying. But if you don't find shinies during that process, you won't upload any of it. It'll be thrown out.
But by the time I play Scarlet, I should be through Violet. I'm just saying, I'm not playing Scarlet at all.
Yes, I get that.
Like,
I'm not in disagreement with this.
The only thing I did in Scarlet is play up to the point where I could get Mystery Gift, and then that's it. I'm not going any further.
Yep. Meanwhile, I'm over here saying, yes, I'm not catching any of the old Pokemon on camera. And then I do that. Like, that was what I said I'd do, and so I'm doing it.
But you could find new places and new items and
I'm
things.
staying within areas we've already explored.
You could be finding new trainers and battling them.
I am doing that. Off camera.
I'm saying you probably shouldn't do that.
We have said we're not fighting everyone on camera.
Like, we might have to at this point because of the amount of, like, little to no EXP we're getting.
You get little to no EXP from all the low-level trainers anyways. That's not changing.
Like, I don't mind you fighting, like, wild Pokemon, but I'm not sure about the trainers.
I'm fighting Pokemon trainers with level 10 Pokemon. I'm not getting anything from these guys. Also, I will never remember where any of them are if I don't fight them. That's the only reason I am fighting
I do wish they had, like, a pin system where you could have more than...
Yeah, something more substantial would be...
Something like Breath of the Wild, almost.
Yeah, that would
but
be...
more.
That would be, yeah, useful.
Because literally Scarlet and Violet, you shouldn't play unless you have, like, a guidebook. Like, without a guidebook, you will struggle.
Breath of the Wild?
No, Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, you're saying Scarlet and Violet. Okay, gotcha.
I mean, yes, Breath of the Wild as well, but...
I was just making sure you were just saying the right game.
But at least with Breath of the Wild, you're not tied to levels. But you are sort of tied to your hearts, in a way. But you could literally go to Ganon and fight him with only 3 hearts and win.
I'm interested in seeing how a guide is made for this game. Because I legit don't know how that's gonna work.
I mean, there is no guidebook, Sarah. Like, there is none.
2 hours
like,
of satisfaction.
Our guide is Mr. B, who is further in the game than us, and he's just pointing the direction for us.
Yeah. I would suggest going that way.
Because if we don't have a direction, like we've been... Before Mr. B was giving us directions, we were kind of going our own way. Like, I was going to go to the first star base, and I would have had my ass kicked if I went there.
Yeah.
Because I was so underleveled. Yeah, Mr. B wrote a 2-page manual that we've yet to look at, and we just usually ask Mr. B on stream because he's usually there. But if you weren't there, Mr. B, we would have looked at it by now.
Yeah.
He did executive producer things. Yes, you did.
That is true.
That is true. You have put 100% effort into it. Maximum
We
effort.
appreciate your efforts.
Well, that's good. Yeah, we've been struggling. Older bro struggled in the darkness base, but he only struggled because he was using he was showing off Pokemon.
Absolutely no Pokemon that were like super useful.
Yeah, he was more or less like showing off the new Pokemon, but he doesn't have his team yet as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Well, I have like 2.5 teams.
So my recommendation to him is to use your team on like the main stuff.
Yeah.
And if you want to show off fighting with the Pokemon, just go fight wild Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot we got the ability to swim now. Thank God.
Actually, Mr. B, I didn't struggle against the dark base, but
Well, I mean,
but what we did struggle with was direction.
well, I think he's saying in general we struggled with the game's design philosophy, not the base specifically. But yes.
Because here's the truth about Scarlet and Violet. There is no direction, but what did the game developers want us to do? Just go and fight wild Pokemon until we were leveled enough?
They wanted you to wander around until you found
the next thing.
Yeah, basically.
I still love how I did the water type trial early. like
Basculin.
Like, I fought almost level 40 Pokemon, and I was level 20, and I still beat that one trainer in battle.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get sweeped for sure, but nope. I somehow won, thanks to Double Team. Double Team, we love you.
No, fuck Double Team.
Alright, fuck Double Team. Well, fuck Double Team if it's used against us.
Mediocre Double Team. My policy against Double Team is unchanged.
Yeah, Mr. B just described Scarlet and Violet, basically. Wander till you fail, and then continue until you win or fail again.
Repeat until dead. Wait, you dead or the Pokemon dead?
Yeah,
yes.
My team was sweeped only once so far. And older bros, I don't know if you've been sweeped yet.
Close.
I thought you were in the dark type.
No, maybe I was. I think I was once, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I think you were in the dark type. Damn, I'm forgetting what it's called again. The base.
Base. Yeah. Star base.
You almost did dark type base. You had one Pokemon left.
Yeah.
But luckily, I had a fairy steel type Pokemon, which fucked that dark stage over. Oh man, I thought I was gonna one tap that stage, but it actually had pretty good defense. But yeah, I guess with Scarlet and Violet, I was expecting it to be a little bit more like Arceus.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm getting super angry again because I'm backing up. I'm trying to. I can't train wild Pokemon. I keep trying, and I can't train them. Sorry, not wild Pokemon. You know what I mean. My weak Pokemon.
Sarah, I don't know what that first Pokemon is. I'm guessing it's the last evolution of the grass starter.
Probably.
Like, we don't even know that. Like, we are avoiding as many spoilers as possible.
We know none of the Pokemon in this game. I mean, she said she had Weed Cat, so.
Yeah, that's why I assumed.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, like, comparing it to Arceus again. So, compared to Arceus, it is much more open world because it's literally a Legend of the Zelda map. It is a giant-ass map.
Mm-hmm.
Arceus had multiple maps with markers to where you needed to go. Like, you had a mission system.
Yeah.
I liked that. In Scarlet and Violet, you have a mission system, but they're more like pens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can set that place as your destination, but it doesn't mean that is your next stop.
Well, it's more that there's no way for you to see on the map where you're going. Like, there's a general, like, the map shows, like, oh, it's that way. But that doesn't help you much of any. Because, like, the map is so windy and, like, confusing that even knowing the direction is insufficient. It's like, you need to go around this big mountain and then over there, and now you can get to where you're going.
Like, how Arceus did it was so much better. Because it was small maps set in a region that was vast, and you had a sense of direction.
Yeah.
And
you also had an easy way of, like, gliding to places. So, like...
I mean, as we level up our legendary bikes, like, that shouldn't be a problem anymore. But I almost want to say you also had a little bit more freedom because you can move in the battles.
Mm-hmm.
And Scarlet and Violet got rid of that. And I kind of hate that.
I'm just trying to catch one Basculin, and it's like, no, I'm sorry, but you can't catch me.
But yeah, it's very hard.
This game really punishes you when you're trying to catch a Pokemon when you're lower level than that Pokemon.
Yes.
Because, like, I have Pokemon stronger than it. I just am trying to train other things. So it's like, I don't have them on me. But I have things 7 levels above this. But it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but you're using something 2 levels below me. And that makes it impossible to catch.
Yeah. I'm somewhat enjoying Scarlet and Violet. The things I'm enjoying are mainly the new Pokemon.
Okay, that's it.
Otherwise, I'm not enjoying the gameplay as much as Arceus. I'm not enjoying not knowing where to go. Like, I like that you have this freedom to where you can go anywhere, but to an extent, you should at least know where the higher level areas are and the lower level areas.
Yep.
And since you don't know that, you can just wander to a level 70 area and not know it.
Yep, and that's the intent.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they don't make guidebooks anymore, really, so.
Well, no, like, Prima still exists. They still make guides.
Yeah, but they're probably mainly digital, not physical.
No, I think they even still make physical guides. They're just very uncommon. It's usually, I think what they do is they make the digital guide and then print it out upon request. So, like, you can order the physical version, but it's just going to be the digital printed out.
If so, I tried to get that with Red Dead Redemption 2. I couldn't. I can only have the digital.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, A lot of them are just digital, though. You're right.
And I don't like that. Because if I load it up on my phone, here's the problem I have with it on my phone. The text is very fucking tiny. Like, on the PC, it's better, but that would require us to move away from the mics and look at the PC screen every time.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. So that's why it's sort of better to look it up on Google with games like Red Dead.
By the way, I did find out that the towers are fly points.
Of course.
So it's like, oh, okay, that's why there's none in that area, because there's probably a couple towers down there.
But anyway, point being, am I enjoying Scarlet and Violet? Yes and no.
Yeah, I am in a higher-ish area now, so I'm not doing any of the trainers. Because I might have to come back here.
Yeah, I think older bro is hating the game worse than me, because I know he was very frustrated one day.
I was very frustrated. It's a lot better now.
But it was only after Mr. B started helping us.
Yeah, once we had more directions, then my problems with the game went away. I'm a bit mixed when it comes to games not giving you directions. Like, I'm fine with Minecraft. That game gives you no directions.
But the point of the game is to just build whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to explore the whole map. You can just stay at one area.
Yeah, but this game has the paradoxical thing of it's giving you no directions, but also you have a goal that you have to complete. Like, it's like...
You only have one goal, and that's...
Well, there's technically 3 goals in this game, but...
Champion, question mark?
Yeah, it's like, become Elite Four, Terra Pokemon, and, Stars. And I guess also 4th goal of, like, center of the map.
You meant Titan Pokemon.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Titan Pokemon, you're
so,
right.
yes, you have 3 goals, but you don't know the order of those 3 goals.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. It's in something like...
Honestly, I wish goals wouldn't appear on the map until that was your next, like,
but
objective.
Again, it's like their thinking was, well, we want people to explore, and it's like, yeah, I get that, and I'm fine with that, but at the same time, yeah, I don't think I like a game. I don't think I like games having... That's the best way to word it. Yeah. It's like, I don't mind not having an order to go in. I'll agree. That's fine. But the problem is, there is an order to go in. Like, the game says, like, you can go wherever, but there's very clearly, like, yeah, but if you don't want to get your ass kicked, you're gonna go in this order. But they don't tell you what that order is. So they're giving you no directions. But there still is a requirement. Like, what I thought they were going to do was they were going to scale every gym's level to your level. So you could go in any order, because there's basically just 8 different teams.
That would have been great.
For every single gym.
But they clearly didn't do that.
They did not do that. And that's the point. If they did scaling where, like, every gym scales to your approximate level, then
I don't think it'd be a problem.
No problem. But the problem is, since gyms still have levels, and you can't challenge a gym unless you're relatively around their level or above, it's like, well, we're just not going to tell you what order to go in. And that I'm not as happy with.
I think the reason we're so frustrated with it is because we're streamers. So every time we go to a gym and it's not the correct gym to go to, then we have to look around to find which gym, and that could be any of them, and we wouldn't know it, so it'd take forever. That's why we asked Mr. B where to go.
Yeah, exactly. This is a game, I will agree with everybody's sentiment. I think this is a good game, but that it's a good game that needed another year to be ready. And that's basically what everyone's said so far about this game. It's like, it's a good game, but it needed another year. And I hope that Game Freak is able to, with their newer games, get to that point where they can give it another year. Like, obviously, they have a very strict timetable, and they can't just not release a game for a year. But I hope that they're able to make things work where... This is why, even though I don't like Ilka and how they handled Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I'm excited about Game Freak having a company that does all the remakes, because it means Game Freak only works on the next main game. And that frees them up to have 3 years to make the new game, or 4 years, or however long they need. That level of freedom will help them going forward.
Yeah, I think the most, I agree that maybe every 2 years we have a new Pokemon game.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking new. I'm not talking I'm specifically talking brand new region. I'm not talking remakes or side games or anything like that. I'm just saying brand new region, next generation. That I'm excited for Game Freak to have now. If they do go ahead with having a company like Ilka make every side game from now on, and all they do is work on the new game, then yeah, that resolves every problem, because it gives them that time to put in, but they have to do it. Shoot.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. B to an extent that I want every Pokemon game going forward to be open world.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm not against having some not open world games, but I do hope that, I do like the idea of that game being open world. So I'm not disagreeing with Mr. B. But what I just hope is that they do both games in one game. That we don't have to have a remake of Black and White.
It'll be finally called Gray.
No, I'm just saying, I hope we have Black and White and Black and White 2 remakes at the same time, and we don't get double remakes. That I would be unhappy with.
I think we're going to get one or the other. We're either going to get the Black and White remake again, so it's going to be probably called Black and White 3, or it's going to be Black and White 2, Black and White 3. So, I don't think we're going to have both stories. I think we're going to either have one game or the other.
Yeah, well, maybe. But I'm saying I don't want them to remake both games. There's no reason for that. Remake one of them. And, either remake just Black and White and don't touch Black and White 2 ever again, or remake just Black and White 2 and don't touch Black and White ever again, or merge them into one game and that's your remake. And don't, I want one game for Gen 5. Well, obviously, there's going to be 2 versions, but,
I
don't have 2 different remake games with 2 versions each for Gen 5. Because that would be stupid and painful. And no one would be happy.
Yeah, I think they're more likely going to keep the story that they had in Black and White 2. Because that has the Curum fusions in it.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to go more remake Black and White 2 than they are going to remake Black and White. Because they already remade Black and White. That's Black and White 2.
Do Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. See, I'd be less okay with Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, because the reason I liked that for Sword and Shield was because it meant they didn't have to do a 3rd version. That was your alternative. It was like, pay $30 for one game to get the third version's content, or pay $60 for both, and you don't have to get another game. Like, I don't want them. Like, I don't think it's as fair to do that for a remake game, because the remake game is supposed to be a definitive edition. It's the same thing as, like, Call of Duty doing a remake game and then making you pay for the maps from the original game. It's like
I could see that, Mr. B. I could see that happening, but to me, it's like they already have Black and White, and they have Black and White.
The other
2.
problem is
at that point, I'd agree with Older Bro that they would merge the games.
Yeah, the other problem is that Black and White 2 has a different story.
They do have a different story.
Like, you can't just tack that content on in the same way.
Like, they have some of the same towns and stuff, but they have abundance of new content.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like, the map is altered. So, like, you start in a completely different spot. So, I don't think you could just tack that on, because, like, it'd just be a starting area at that point.
Like, probably the first 3 routes in Black and White 2 are different, and then there's some by the end of the game. So, it is still added to the original map. Like, the map, if you're looking at it, looks more or less the same, except with added towns that they added in Black and White.
Mm-hmm.
But the story is just abundantly different, and the characters obviously also look different.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think everyone's goal, though, or everyone's idea is the same, though. One game for Gen 5 is a remake, not 2 different games.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be... it's going to be freaking hilarious if they call it Black and White 3.
No, I don't think they'll do that. Because that wouldn't be a remake at that point. That would just be a sequel.
I suppose.
So, yeah, I think there's no chance they'll do that, but I don't know.
Regardless, we're still going to play it.
Yeah, absolutely. I need to, like, go through my Pokédex so that it stops complaining.
By the way, guys, I don't know if we've said, but pretty much any game before Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, we're just doing the story and some post-game stuff, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not going to go to the scale of, like, shiny hunting and collecting all the items unless it's newer than Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
I have to admit, I completely didn't hear what you said.
I'm saying, like, we're probably going to do more content if it's a newer game. If it's an older game, we're basically doing story stuff, and that's it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. That's probably true.
I may have said it in a weird way, but that...
Yeah. I know, I just missed what you said. I toned out, or zoned out, so I just didn't hear what you said.
But yeah, guys, once Scarlet and Violet is done, we should have another Pokemon game. I'm not saying which one, but we're probably going to be doing multiple Pokemon games a year.
We'll see about that. But yeah.
I mean, we're still going to have, like, space in between them, but just know I'm nearing the end of my stream list, and I saved some of the longer games for last.
Yeah.
So there will be space in between games, trust me. Like, I wholly expect Burnout to take us half a year. That's how long the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the audio went out.
Oh. No, that didn't work. Okay. There it goes.
That's the first time in a while.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
Wait, has it been happening in the recordings?
So it's on the recordings. It happened once, but it's been, instead of going out, it's been cutting out and then immediately coming back.
Coming
so
back?
It has like cut.
That's weird.
It has like a second break.
I should ask, did you order the new computer yet?
No, I can't. The other
can't?
computer hasn't been refunded yet, so I have to wait.
Oh.
Like I said,
I
can't.
I thought it was refunded.
No,
Sorry,
it was
my
returned.
mistake.
It
My
has not been
mistake.
refunded because they're like, oh, we need to like
Verify stuff.
Yeah, the eBay had to is involved in it, and they're like, we'll get back with you soon. So
What happens if you don't get refunded?
then I'm gonna be having some problems with eBay because the item has already been sent back and they authorized the refund. So it's like, well, the refund's now on you.
Yeah, I'd imagine that piss you off. It pissed me off.
Yeah, it's like, ah, hell no.
Yeah, sorry I've been asking. It's just I really want us to have a new
Yeah,
computer by now.
I get it, but it's like, I just cannot. Like,
I
really do not want to have a situation where I put out, like, for that second computer and then don't get refunded on that first computer and be out a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yes, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
So it's like, it is, until I get refunded, it is just a non-starter.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, speaking of side Pokemon games, do you think they're going to do Pokepark 3?
No, probably not.
I haven't checked on it in a while. I haven't seen any information about it.
Yeah.
Let's check.
Given that the company, like, never made another one, or, like, hasn't made another one yet, I seriously doubt they're gonna
I mean,
make
they
another
took a long time between Pikachu's Adventure and Black
one.
and
Not
White.
this long. Not, like... It's been way too long.
Like, Pikachu's Adventure was Gen 2, I think.
Yeah.
No, sorry, it was
No, it was Gen, like, 4.
it was Gen 4,
And the next one was, like, Gen 5.
and then next one is Gen 5.
It's been
so
3 gens.
So you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's like, it has been an ass amount of time. There's no way. I think a new company might come in and do it at some point. Oh, I found your Pokemon. I finally found where you were.
Wow, there's actually something here. So due to recent developments, it is possible we're either getting a new entry to Pokepark or we're getting a remaster of one of them.
What does new developments mean?
Well, they renewed the trademark.
Yeah, but they do that for everything. Like,
they also
they
found
trademarked Pokemon Gray.
They also found released documents suggesting a new entry or a remaster.
I'm just saying, like they trademarked Pokemon Gray and Pokemon Z, and we didn't get those either. The thing is, Pokemon has actually trademarked basically every possible name. Like, they have names for like every color of Pokemon game, even ones I think there's a trademark for Pokemon Brown, and they're never gonna make that. But they just want to make sure that there's no possible way anyone can make a game with that name.
But anyway, it also said
it'll never happen.
It also said about released documents talking or discussing about a new entry or a remaster.
Well, I'm sure they talked about it at some point. Like, but that, yeah, because obviously it's money. But
so, guys, I'd be really happy for a third. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, guys, I did catch a new Pokemon, but it's a one that younger bro has on his team, so I'm not going to show off catching that in.
Yeah, guys, I probably would be I would be tempted to put a hold on me playing Violet for a Pokepark 3 game. Probably just like older bro would be to hold off Scarlet if there was a Coliseum 3 coming out.
Yeah, I probably would do that.
Like, I played the original Coliseum game, and I played a little bit of XD. So, even I would say we should do that. But I have more of a love for Pokepark than I do Coliseum, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Coliseum is a side Pokemon game where it's just more Pokemon, just a side game. Like, you play as a trainer, and you're going through a map, you're catching all the Pokemon, and that's it. Like, it's the same kind of theme with the main series games. But Pokepark, you played as the Pokemon, and you collected Pokemon, but you collected them as friends. I want to say it has a similar feel to, like, maybe Mystery Dungeon. Except
I'm the opposite. I'd argue that Coliseum is much more a main series game than, like, Pokepark is. That game basically could have been, like, a main series game. It takes place in, like, Arizona or something. Like,
well,
which I guess makes it basically, the region is basically Unova.
I was basically describing that Coliseum and Pokepark are two different kinds of games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, like, I absolutely would play. I would absolutely stop for a new Coliseum or XD game. I would not stop for a Pokepark 3 because, that's...
Yeah.
I wouldn't even stop... I might not even stop everything for a new Mystery Dungeon game, and I love those games. But I would stop everything for a new Coliseum XD game.
Yeah.
Just absolutely.
Yeah, so older bro would take Coliseum over Pokepark any day.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'd take it over Mystery Dungeon any day. That's not true.
Pokepark. Not Mystery Dungeon.
No, I'm saying Mystery Dungeon. I do mean Mystery Dungeon. I'm not certain that I would take a new Coliseum XD game over a new Mystery Dungeon any day. They're pretty comparable in terms of how much I enjoy them. But yeah, I would absolutely take it over a new Rumble game any day, a new Troze game any day.
I mean, we only got one new Troze game, and we haven't had another Rumble game since World.
Probably. Wasn't there one made relatively recently?
Yeah, World.
What did World come out on?
3DS.
Maybe it was that one. But would I take it over a new Pokemon Ranger game? I think I would. I'd take it over a Pokemon Ranger game. Ranger is like my third when it comes to side games.
I mean,
yeah,
if Ranger had a new game coming out, though.
Coliseum and Coliseum and Mystery Dungeon are pretty high on. They're pretty tied on my list, but Ranger's third.
But here's the thing: we're going right now. How we have our thing is we don't care if we're doing a side Pokemon game over with a mainline story video game. But is our rule that we had to start the side Pokemon game first?
Not necessarily, but it's just, I think for now it's just one side game and one main game at most of the time. And it can't, and that's not per series. It's literally just
at a time.
I'm not saying one Mystery Dungeon game. And one main series game. And one Pokemon Ranger game. I'm saying all the side series.
We would only be playing 2 Pokemon games at the same time.
The remakes.
Yeah.
And Let's Go. And I'm trying to think if I'd include Coliseum in that. I might even include Coliseum in that because Coliseum plays
more like a main series
game. So yeah. Coliseum probably counts as a main series game. In that regard. So yeah, it's like
I'd say any side Pokemon games count as ones that don't play anything like the main line.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all of those and all the main and remake and second remake and yeah, a couple other things all together. So there's at most 2 Pokemon games happening at a time. Here.
Yeah, so we would never play Ranger, Mystery Dungeon, and Scarlet and Violet at the same time.
Yeah, and and what I'm saying is I'm saying that's also the case within the thing. So I'm saying no Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon Ranger at the same time. It's one main game can happen at a time.
Yeah, that
and
I got.
One of all the side games at a time. So
like we have an easier time spacing out side game and main game Pokemon games together, guys. Like there are a lot of side games that me and older bro want to play. Like I want to play Rumble, Pokepark, and Mystery Dungeon for the channel. And older bro would want to play more Coliseum if you could. Mystery Dungeon, probably Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have to ask this question.
Uh-huh.
So, since we both loved Pokemon Coliseum, I can foresee you just replaying the first game. Is that a possibility?
I don't know. Could be, but I don't know.
Yeah, guys, we have yet to replay a game. So, we're trying to decide what we'd do with that. Like, would it be in the same playlist? Would it just be 2 bros play and it'd be whatever?
I think I'd put it as a separate playlist, since the playlists are determined based on the person who's playing it. So
I mean, we could just rename it to 2 bros play, and it'd be my first episode, and then my series, and then right underneath that it'd be yours.
I think I'd prefer to have them as separate, but that's not settled yet.
Yeah, we have to replay the game first.
Yeah, so we'll come to that later. But
but yeah, older bro talks about Coliseum so much, I could see him doing it.
Yeah, I'll say this: if there's a remake, I'll absolutely do it. If they ever remake those games, I will.
Here's a question. So, do they have a Game Boy thing for Switch yet?
I don't know what you mean by that. Like
Like Super Nintendo stuff, like the collection of games.
I don't think so.
If they added Game Boy and they added if they added Coliseum to that, would you do it?
No, not if it's a port.
Not if it's a port.
It's not. I won't do just like they release it on the eShop. Because that's just a different version of the game. I do not count that. But it has to be it has to be like a remake or like
a remaster.
Yeah, some remake, remaster, something like that before I'll play it again.
Okay.
Now, on my own time, absolutely I'd do that. But for the channel, no. Oh wait, it's been an hour and a half already.
And we've been discussing a lot of Pokemon. Yay!
Yeah.
That's something we should do on the Pokemon stream.
It's a miracle. Being on topic for once. Never.
But yeah, guys, if we had to do this with any other series, I'd recommend we do this with Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but
Dragon Ball is the only other series
even
that could even get a
that
pass.
series is not one that we've like ever had to do something like that.
Because right now, Dragon Ball doesn't have a set like main timeline series, unless it comes to Xenoverse.
Yeah.
Like Xenoverse has its own timeline, so it goes Xenoverse 1 and 2, then the Heroes games. And I can't even play half of them because they're Japan only. Well, I probably could play them, but we'd be reading them in Japanese and not English, which would be a struggle. And at that point, we wouldn't even read it. So, honestly, I'd probably define Dragon Ball timelines as any games that have just a timeline, like Legacy of Goku, like that has a trilogy. So I'd say maybe any games that would have a timeline for themselves, like, I don't know, Raging Blast, they count as main. And then everything else would be separate timelines. Like, we would have to count Fighters as a side game since it doesn't have a trilogy or something like that. And speaking of which, I don't even know if Fighters is going to get a sequel. I mean, everyone enjoyed Android 21, even me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they'll have a Fighters 2?
I don't know. Maybe. I could see it happen. It's not impossible.
Sorry guys, I'm actually reading into this. I mean, I know a lot of people would want a sequel to Fighters. Like,
yeah. I think I would love to see Fighters show up in Xenoverse 3. Like, I'd love to see that happen.
It already showed up in Xenoverse 2. Android 21's in it.
Well, yeah.
But you're
like,
talking, like, timeline-wise.
Yeah, I'm talking, like,
and Android
full-on, like, story and stuff.
And
but,
Android 21 was in Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yeah. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. I'd love to see her be more, more integral to the plot. More than just she shows up. But, yeah, like...
And she was in Kakarot.
Yeah. She's clearly a beloved character, and so I don't expect she's going away.
Yeah, both Supreme Kai of Time and Android 21, both of them are very loved characters.
Yeah. I mean, look, Toriyama is very well known for his art, more than even his games. Like, yeah, he's... What the hell is that? Ooh. You can back end into a starbase. That's interesting.
Oh.
But yeah, Toriyama is very well known for his games. Like, don't get me wrong, people know Dragon Ball. But even more than knowing Dragon Ball, the games, people know his characters. Because he works on, like, Dragon Quest, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I really want to play
Aurelie.
I really want to play the new Dragon Quest game. Oh, by the way, I do have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Would we be willing to play a Dragon Quest game immediately after a Dragon Ball game?
Yeah, that's fine. They're not anything alike.
Okay, just making sure that that's fine.
Yeah, like they're nothing alike. Shoot. I made my way up on top of here. There was an item, and then I jumped down because I didn't see the item. There's a... Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, we go based on franchise, right?
Yeah, based on franchise. Well, it's based on franchise and somewhat based on gameplay. We try to avoid games that are similar kinds of games when we can. But that one's a bit less strict. But franchise-wise, yeah, that's our main thing. It's like,
I don't think we really have a problem with playing different kinds of games every time. Like we have games like like similar played games.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we have a problem spacing those out.
Yeah, no.
But I also want to know if we go off like title.
I don't know what you mean by title. Like other than the franchise. That's what
Like say if I played Metal Gear like 5 and then Metal Gear Rising.
That depends, again, yes and no. It depends on, because I don't know... Okay, I don't know enough about the Metal Gear franchise to give this a good example of this, but it's...
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but...
Generally, because here's the thing. I can't remember. Isn't there two different kinds of Metal Gear games? Like, Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear are not the same franchise.
There are several games. So,
yeah, but like,
okay,
because it's like with Pokemon, but like Metal Gear Rising is technically in the main line, but it's a side game. It's not a numbered game.
Okay, so the original Metal Gear games, I think it's 1 and 2.
Yeah, those are completely different than Metal Gear.
8-bit games.
Yeah, but those are also the ones where it's like Snake. They're like 2D.
They're 2D characters.
Yeah, those are stealth games.
Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5, I think.
Yeah.
Are the like main games.
Those are 3D games and they play different, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
There's also, I don't remember which game it is. There's also a Metal Gear game that is a part of the Metal Gear Solid timeline where you're playing as Snake, and it was like original Ocelot. I don't remember. I still wouldn't play that along with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, so yes, and I'd say it's within the extended family.
Yeah.
Because here's one of the interesting ones. Like, so Pokemon and Smash are fine to play near each other, even though Pokemon appears in Smash. But then you get to questions of like, what about playing Shin Megami Tensei and Persona next to each other? Even though Persona is literally titled Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Like, that's the franchise is a side franchise of SMT. So it's like, do we play those next to each other? I don't know. I don't know enough about the franchise.
I mean, Shin Megami Tensei, it doesn't have Persona. At least not the 3DS ones in the title.
Yes, they dropped the Shin Megami Tensei, but they didn't drop the franchise. Persona is a sub-franchise of Shin Megami Tensei. But they used to all be called Shin Megami Tensei : Persona. But for Persona 5 or 4, they
I'd say
dropped
maybe
it.
the newer games, we could play them alongside each other. Maybe the older games, probably not.
But that's what I'm saying. They're all still in the same franchise. It's not like Persona 5's in a different franchise than Persona 1.
But yeah, and then we have Metal Gear Rising, which I think is the Raiden game.
Yeah, which is in the future, but it's still...
It is still part of the Metal Gear timeline.
Yeah, so it's like... Well, the Metal Gear Solid timeline.
Yes, Metal Gear Solid.
We have to be very clear on that.
Metal Gear Solid timeline.
But, yeah, so it's... Yeah, that's where it's like... I don't know the exact... conditions of it.
I'd say if it's part of that series timeline, we probably shouldn't.
Yeah, but again, that's where we get into the things of, like, we're obviously not playing the Pokemon main series and side series, and those are different timelines. They're different dimensions, technically, but, well, no, that's... Never mind, I'll ignore that one. But, yeah, so it's like I don't think there's a fast set of rules. I think, generally, it's an extended franchise. So, even though Spyro and Crash have crossed over, they're not the same franchise, we can play them next to each other.
Yes.
Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, they're technically one franchise. One's a side game of the other. But I don't know how they play. If they play different enough,
I don't know the answer to that.
We might be fine playing them next to each other.
I don't even know the answer to that with the main Persona games. Like, I have Persona 5, I've just not played it.
Yeah, but for example, yeah, Persona and P4F or whatever, that the side games to Persona, those are
yeah.
like,
There's
no.
Persona Arena, there's Persona Q, love Persona Q.
But those are no. So those to the main Persona are no.
No.
But like Shin Megami Tensei, maybe, because the game franchise is so devolved that it's like, I don't know if they're a problem to play next to each other. Smash Bros. Fine to play next to any of the games in Smash Bros. Not Minecraft. Mega Man, normal versus Mega Man. Star Force. No. But like, so I think generally it's within a franchise.
I do have to ask about the Star Force collection. So, Star Force has technically 3 games, right? It has a 1, a 2, and a 3, right?
Okay, hold on. Just to be clear, you said the collection. Are you talking...
Sorry, not a collection.
You're talking every
a
Star Force
trilogy.
game. Yeah,
yes.
There are... So, Mega Man Star Force has 3 games that is all number 1. And then 3 games that are all number 2.
So it does...
And then 2 games that are number 3.
So there is a trilogy. There's a 1, there's
yes,
a 2,
there's a
3.
1 and a 2 and a 3, and there's a fan-made 4.
Okay. So what my question is, are those 3 games in the same timeline? Because I would like to see the story I saw in 1 continued.
Every single one of them has the same main character.
Okay.
They are all sequels to each other.
Okay.
It's the way Mega Man works is every game is a sequel within the named series. So Mega Man, the ones that are just called Mega Man, 1 through 11, are all sequels to each other. Even though they don't exactly have linear stories, they are all sequels. They're all within one timeline. Mega Man X, one timeline. Mega Man, what the heck's the card battler? The Battle Network. Battle Network, one timeline. Star Force, one timeline that actually happens after Battle Network. So Battle Network happens, and then in the same universe, like 150 years later, or like 1,000 years later, who cares?
Long time.
Star Force happens. Same thing with Mega Man and Mega Man X. Mega Man happens, and then like 150 years later, X series happens. And I can't remember if the... I think that's even true of the Z series. I think that's a distant sequels to X. But I can't remember on that one. But, like, within their own named franchise, they're all sequels to each other.
Yeah.
Except... I don't remember about the Z series. The Z series was weird. Because the main characters change.
Was Star Force last year?
No, I think it was this year. Well, last year being this year. 2021 or 2022?
2021.
I think that was this year. It was the beginning of this year, I think.
Really? It feels like a long time.
Here, let me go check
Since we last
the
played
Master
it.
Games list. Finished games. Star Force was 4 games ago. Well, ish.
It was 4 games ago?
Like, Star Force happened right after Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Right.
So we played Moonlighter,
I-
Thousand Year Door,
I
Blue
think
Fire,
it
and then Furious
feels
Bullet.
so long ago because we're playing the newest Pokemon games right now.
Yeah. But yeah, that just happened right after Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So it's like, it wasn't that long ago.
That's why I'm like, oh yeah, that was a year ago, right? No, it wasn't.
Well, it's about a year ago at this point. But yeah, it's, I think, let me look up even more. I'll get off my music channel and switch to TBGN.
We tend to space out games like almost yearly.
We space out games like to a ludicrous degree where it took us 4 years to play the second Paper Mario game. God.
Who's doing the next Paper Mario game?
Okay, well technically we've played 3 Paper Mario games because Bug Fables is a Paper Mario game.
Oh, but we're ignoring that one.
Yeah, but
But
I don't remember. I think you had. I think the way we had it was I was doing like the first 3, and you were doing the rest because I didn't like the rest. But I can't remember. I'll look it up later. I need to look up when Mega Man happened now.
Yeah, Mega Man, then Paper Mario.
They say 1 year ago, so unhelpful.
I mean, here's the thing. It could have been like 4 or 5 series ago.
October 18th, 2021 was the first video of Mega Man Star Force.
Yeah, so it was a year ago.
Arguably, but it also still appears in the current year because some of the videos came out this year.
Yes.
So, yes.
Like, yeah, guys, that's how long it takes us to get through some stream series because they're that fucking long.
Yeah, the last video came out January 26th of this year. So it was like right at the end to right at the beginning.
Right at the start.
So,
like, guys, on my list, I'm starting to not space out, like, a series. Like, guys, we're going to get to a series of games that I'm going to be playing, like, within the same year. So,
yeah.
That series isn't going to be that spaced out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also need to look back at how we're doing. I also I'm thinking about looking back at how we're doing. How we're tracking games. Because one of the things I've thought about doing is like keeping better track of like how long a game is, so that we know at the beginning of the series how long we should make the episodes of the streams. This is mostly for streams because Let's Plays are.
Well, that's why we
capped.
look up the time on it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I kind of want to go a little bit more in depth of like not just looking up but like keeping track on the list, like these games start out at an hour, these games start out at 2 hours, these games start out at an hour and a half, or something like that. Like have like a
like do we not have a better system of like if this is like 15 hours and above, it's
what all
2
right
hours.
Now, all we have is less than 15 always, or yeah, less than 15 always let's play. More than 20 is always stream. But we don't have any in between of a 20-hour game and a 200-hour game. We make no distinction. So it's like a game that's like 50 hours. It's like, okay, at an hour a piece, that's 50 episodes. If it's a 200-hour stream, it's like, okay, at an hour a piece, that's 200 episodes. And would be over a year long. So we don't really have a good way of like keeping track of, hey, we should start this stream at 2 hours at the beginning, or we should start the stream at 2.5 hours, or whatever. Like again, we're not starting streams that long.
Are you saying we should rethink our thing about okay, if it's 15 hours above, it starts at 2?
I'm saying I think we need to look at how long our games are, and I think we just need to keep better track of it. Like, I need to add a line on the sheet to say, this is approximately going to be 50 hours. So that I can better say, like, okay, this game is long enough, we should just start at 2. And just go from there. Because if we get over 100-hour streams, 100-plus hour videos just always need to start at 2, period. But I don't know how many of those games we have. If we start getting into Persona and Shin Megami Tensei...
Are you saying, like, you want to add another column that just has all the times on our sheet?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, we can do that.
Well, my initial thought was whether we should have a third category that's, like, our Let's Play games, our stream games, and then, like, our Ultra Stream games. Or, like, just, this is death. But I don't know if I want to be that... I don't know if I want to split them off or not.
Well, I mean, we are going to get to the point where we're going to have to take a break from a series and then come back to it.
Yeah.
So like that's what we're doing for Evolution 2. Yeah. Like, we're not going back to that until next year, and they just had another new DLC.
Fuck your update. But yeah, so it's like, I think I might end up having to do that, where, similar to how we have a slot for, like, here's all the games that we can play together. I might have to have a slot that's just, here's all the games that are going to be multiple seasons, because they are that long. So, I don't know. I'll have to look into that and think more about it. But yeah, I wanna try to keep a little bit more track of length, and I don't know if I wanna. The problem is going through and tracking the length of every game is such a pain in the ass, because we have so many games on our list.
Like, guys, we have hundreds of games.
Yeah, so just it's not like saying, oh, it's 5 games for Let's Plays and 5 games for streams. No, we have the next 10 years worth of games written down. So, yeah, it'd be ass to change this list.
But yeah, I'm sure that's a thing we'll have a meeting about when we're approaching our 5th year.
Yep. Yeah. January comes soon, and that means that I really should think about continuing working on the Goombas.
I mean, the only time we can have a meeting about the channel is on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I know you can't do it Saturday, so we'd have to do it Sunday.
Yeah. This actually, this might actually be the first year I don't redesign our characters. Like, I might not actually get around to doing any redesigns this year. So we might have the same Goomba characters for a while, which would be, like, nice.
I thought you already had something for both
I haven't
Bark there.
started, but it's
taking so long.
I haven't gotten back around to working on it, and it's going to be very involved. So, yeah, this might be something where I don't actually work on it for a year, and we have the same Goombas for a while. Like,
it's just whenever you can get around to it, or you pay someone to do it for you.
That's the thing. I actually greatly enjoy working on the Goomba characters. Like, it's, like, I enjoy doing that. So, it's not like editing, where that takes up a lot of my time, and I do not mind paying somebody to do it, because editing's fine, but it's, as long as people are editing to my standards, I would prefer somebody else editing to me. Because it just takes up way too much time. So, my time is worth more to me than the direct control over editing.
Yeah, like, even I'm starting to get to the point where, okay, I need also my series to be edited by someone else.
Yeah, so, yeah, but, you know, paying somebody to edit is a lot, especially when you're a channel like us, where we do way too many videos. Like,
yeah,
how many videos do we do in a year, approximately?
1,000.
I don't think it's quite that many, but it's a
Pretty
crazy
close.
amount. It's a crazy amount.
Like, I know
Because we're not up to 5,000 videos yet, are we?
We hit 3,000 this year, I think. So we're approaching 4.
Yeah. So it's like,
I don't know what we're at right now.
I was gonna say I can look that up. Well, I should be able to look that up.
The only way to look it up is to go on YouTube, go to your account, then look up our channel.
No. I've got I have the channel schedule. It has the spring cleanup and master year list on it. It should tell me how many we had. Now
But
this counts every single.
But doesn't include the new series.
Oh, I'm not looking at this year. I'm looking at last year. This includes every single video we did last year, including streams, like everything. And we had 905. So it's about 1,000 videos a year. So 1,000 videos a year. Now, pick a number. How much money do you think it's going to cost to do a video? Like, let's lowball this number. $50. Say that we paid somebody $50 to do a video. That's $5,000 a year.
Okay, so I can't even see the number of videos we have on our channel anymore.
Nope.
Like, I'd have to go to our creator studio and look up the rough amount instead of the amount.
Yeah. Let me try to figure out how much that would be hourly. Because what I spend 2 to what, 8 to 8.
I mean, here's the thing. We'd have more time if this was
12 hours
full-time.
doing that. So yeah, it's like maybe 12 hours a week on editing.
Like, if
No, it's...
this would be less of a problem if we were doing this full-time, and we're not there yet.
52, 624, so 5,000. That's minimum. That's almost minimum wage. Actually, that's $8 an hour. Like, that's not actually bad.
But anyway, like, if we didn't have our jobs right now, and
I mean, I say that's not bad, but minimum wage is absolutely terrible. But
yeah, if we didn't have our jobs right now, like, and we had more time to the channel, I think it'd be less of an issue.
yeah. But I do think that is going to be a thing that we have to do.
That will be a thing, probably.
Yeah, it's. That's something I would actually like if people approached us about. Not, I don't mean like in a spam way of like somebody coming in and saying, "Hey."
Yeah, those people on Instagram.
But like, I would actually, if there's anybody watching that has editing experience and
God damn it!
and like would like to talk about that, I would be interested in talking to people, especially if you have like not exclusively monetary, an exclusively like money offer, because like paying minimum wage for a person to do a job is still probably more than I can afford.
Sorry guys, I got pissed off because my phone keeps falling out of my fucking lap. Like,
I'm trying to think of how much.
I cannot move that much in this fucking chair. Because if I do, my phone falls off. And the only way to fix that is if I had a tray or something.
Yeah, that would be even at like $5,000 a year, that'd be a shit. That'd be a giant chunk of my money.
By the way, guys, we hit 300 encounters like 5 encounters ago.
By the way, it's been 2 hours. But yeah, like, I mean, technically, I guess we could split it, and that'd be like $2,500 a person, and that's still a giant chunk out of our earnings. But like, we could do it. It just suck, and that's not including any amount that we have to pay on fixing computers and a house and shit like that. So it's like,
yeah, wait till we're in our own place first.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's something we absolutely could do, but it would be a terrible pain in the ass. That said, though, yeah, I would be interested in hearing if people had like not entirely money offers, where it's like, if you're willing to pay less than, or like earn less than $8 an hour, but get something else out of it. Because I don't exactly have an idea of what we could offer, other than I guess being in the videos. But again, that would be the pain in the ass.
Yeah, he animates himself in the videos sometimes.
Oh God, if they're doing animation, I'm not paying for animation. That's gonna be.
You're paying someone for trailers at that point.
Like we're paying somebody for a lot. Yeah, you're paying someone for a lot more than that. Like, we're going into animation. Like, oh God. But no, like, yeah. If you can come up with like something, if you can come up with an offer that we can afford and makes you happy, like I'd be glad to entertain the idea. And assuming that you guys like could edit the videos like well. You obviously have to still have some quality of work, although ours is not the highest quality. Just look at our videos and we expect a little bit better than us.
Yeah, I like how you're working on the characters, and I'm more or less working on the thumbnails right now. Those thumbnails, I haven't been able to work on them.
No.
I was gonna work on them after I was done with 2 quotive stories, and then I'd work on them. So, gonna be a while.
Alright guys, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Hello, Vivian. Yes, it does. And Sobble is the worst egg hunt in the game, as far as I'm aware. So, yes, it does depend on luck. It depends on luck, whether it's egg hunt or wild hunt. I mean, regardless, it's a shiny hunt. It's gonna take forever. Like, honestly, I hate egg hunting. Like, I prefer to go out and World Hunt, but unfortunately, some shinies can only be obtained through Egg Hunt. Or it's easier to obtain them through Egg Hunt. That's why I Egg Hunt, even though I think it's boring. Yeah, guys, older bro has left the building. He is. Well, he hasn't left the building. He's just left the room. He had to go to the bathroom. Give me my shiny. Yeah, I wish it was faster, but unfortunately, no. This is why you get the shiny charm. Shiny charm and Masuda method. Unless you're playing this in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, in which case you're probably gonna have a harder time. In my experience, I did. I hated egg hunting in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I preferred the SOS method. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, shiny hunting in the wild is actually worse than egg hunting in this game. Because the only thing that affects the shinies in the wild is the shiny charm. And the only way to boost your shiny odds in the wild for only one encounter is the rod, like the fishing rod method, and it sucks. Like, you have to fish up like 20, 30 Pokemon in a row without failing. And then whatever Pokemon spawns that moment is your increased odds. And then it resets once you encounter that Pokemon. Only one shiny hunt. Yeah, shiny hunting takes a lot of patience. I mean, if shiny hunting's not your thing, then I suppose just take a break from it. But yeah, I do enjoy shiny hunting, even though I'm egg hunting, and I don't prefer egg hunting. Like, I enjoy my over-the-top reactions, like the excitement I feel when I finally get a shiny. That's what I love about it. So me personally, even though I'm using the most boring method, I'm having fun. Yeah, except I'm doing the egg method worse. Normally, what you should do is empty out all your boxes, transfer all your Pokemon into home, and then use your boxes to store the ungodly amount of eggs you're hatching, and then release. Me, I don't do that. I'm doing this way worse. I'm releasing them in my party, because I don't want to transfer all my Pokemon into just home, because I like looking at my Pokemon in game. Don't choose Pokemon Ball. What do you mean? Like, do I care like what Pokemon are in which Pokeballs? No. I don't really care. Like, as long as I caught the thing, I don't care what Pokeball it's in. Like, as long as I own the Pokemon, that's what I care about. I can be in Timer Ball, Quick Ball, a Dust Ball, any damn ball, just as long as I own the Pokemon. Yeah, the only thing I'm choosing is what Pokemon I want to shiny hunt. I don't even care about, like, perfect IVs or abilities, like secret abilities. I don't care about that either. I just want the shiny. That's all I want, all I need. I am not making the hunt hard on myself. No way, no how. I am doing the easiest possible method. And right now, that is using a Japanese Ditto and the Shiny Charm and Oval Charm. So, unfortunately, me riding on my bike for hours on end and just hatching eggs in my current state is the best way to egg hunt in this game. Yeah, there's just no better method. Like, the only other better method is just to trade with your friends if they have the shiny you're looking for. Like, that's the only other, like, that's the quickest way you could get any shiny is by trade. Actually, it's worse than that, Vivian. It could be 1 in, like, 1,000 plus. Especially with Sobble, which is the one I'm going after. Like, I'm not expecting shiny Sobble until, like, 5,000 plus. And I have the Shiny Charm, Oval Charm. I basically own all the charms, and I own the Japanese Ditto, so. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. But luckily, every 5 streams, I change up what I'm shiny hunting, so I don't get as bored, and hopefully my viewers won't get as bored. So every 5 streams, I'm looking for another Pokemon, and then coming back to the thing I was hunting. So right now, we're shiny hunting Sobble and Gossifleur. And once I find all 3 Sobbles, that's when I change what I'm egg hunting. And once I find all the Gossifleurs I need, then I wild hunt something else. I don't know what I'm going to hunt after Gossifleur, though. Wait, no, I do. I already decided what I'm hunting after, but I'm not saying which. Guys, there's a shiny I really want besides Gossifleur. Hey, Croc. Oh, wait, no, I haven't decided what I'm grass hunting. I decided what I'm egg hunting. Fuck, why am I gonna grass hunt? Oh, man. Yeah, I know I wanted Gossifleur really bad, but what? Yeah, when I say grass hunt, I meant like that, where you can see Pokemon in the overworld, not like the in-grass encounters, like the exclamation point. But just overworld hunting. That's what I do out in the wild. Nope, it just takes a lot of patience, and I am probably one of the most patient people you'll ever meet. Like, I spent 2 years shiny hunting and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee getting the entire dex. But unfortunately, I can't do that this time. Once we have the shiny Charm and Scarlet and Violet, we're going to be moving on to those games. Because we are way behind. So we do have a line. Like, we were going to, like, shiny hunt all the exclusives in this game. But we could just egg hunt them in future games if we wanted to.
By the way, I'm back, and hello
Yep.
to Vivangia. Or Viviangia, I guess. Sorry, I missed the other I.
Yeah, I kept calling him Vivian because of Paper Mario.
Yep. Makes
Vivian.
sense. Sorry, I can't read the other characters. I'll go off what Twitch says. I'm assuming that's Chinese, but I legit don't know.
I just didn't question it.
Well, look, I barely can identify like other languages based on their characters. I know it's like probably Japan, Korea, or China. And I think the Gia is making me think it's China.
Yeah, we're discussing the...
But it's not relevant.
We're discussing how long it takes to egg hunt.
Oh, how long to egg hunt?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It varies on the Pokemon, honestly.
500 if you're lucky. 2,000 is more close to average.
Yes. 1 in 2,000 is the average for egg hunting in this game.
Yeah.
But for Sobble, it's worse. Specifically Sobble. It's like 1 in
According to younger
5,000. Yeah. And we have to hunt 3 of these.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't even found 1 yet. But yeah, I was discussing with them that this is not my preferred method to shiny hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just fair.
Because my first experience with egg hunting was not a good one. Like, I had
No?
a Japanese Ditto, had everything. But I never found any egg shiny Pokemon when I hunted in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. Never did.
Yeah.
Like, they would take forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd have, like I said, I had the best odds and I'd never find them.
Yeah.
And then I go out and there's a better method to shiny hunt, the SOS method, and I get them in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, by the way, hello to Croc, who also showed up.
yes. So that's honestly why I go more world hunting than I do egg hunting, because there's just a better alternative that is less boring. But I'll give Sun and Moon props. What you could do in Sun and Moon. So, in Sun and Moon, the breeding center was in a farm. And right in front of the breeding center, there was a fence. What you could do is you could ride Tauros. And it was in such a small space, you could run on Tauros around in a circle, and your eggs would hatch.
Yeah.
So that was fun, and you know, you didn't have to go up and down routes.
Yeah.
So that part was easy. What was not easy is getting the shinies, any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm a stickler for the other method.
Yeah.
By the way, I still don't know how I feel about Arceus's shiny hunt method, which is the outbreak method.
Yeah.
Because even though it's out in the world, it's not egg hunting because there is no egg hunting in Arceus. I still am iffy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, to an extent, SOS method was the horde hunting in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And that's what it is in with mass outbreaks and Arceus, but they're different kinds of things. Because in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you would kill the Pokemon, then the Pokemon would just summon another one. And that was easy. But in Arceus, it's basically horde hunting from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and X and Y. And I didn't like that method.
Yeah.
I know Croc did that method, but I don't know. There's just something about horde hunting I just don't like.
Yeah.
I think it's the fact that you could attack all of the Pokemon and faint them all at the same time. So I was worried if I found a shiny in a horde that I'd kill it on accident without meaning to. So that's maybe why I don't like horde hunting specifically. But you could do that in the SOS method too.
Yeah.
But I want to say you could be more careful because you're just focusing on 2 Pokemon instead of 5.
Yeah.
And mass outbreaks, you're focusing on like 7 Pokemon, which is more than the horde hunting in Omega Ruby and so on. So I still don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't even know the method in Scarlet and Violet yet.
Yeah. Please also do not tell us that.
Well, I mean, I'm going to have to look it up either way. Like,
Yeah, but
like I get my information from A-Drive and Austin John.
But there's
so.
stuff from the classes that that you're gonna learn, and so it's like I would like you to learn it then. So there, spoilers might be given about that stuff.
Like I know the egg hunting still exists. That I knew.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there was any alternative to shiny hunt and softball, I would have took it, guys. But gotta deal with egg hunting.
It looks like we might be able to... I'm having trouble figuring out which class it is that's going to talk about this. I think it's the biology class, which is maybe available.
Okay.
So.
By the way, guys, we were going to show off, like, all the content we could in Scarlet and Violet before ending the series, just so you know. So, classes is probably included.
Yeah. Yeah, I might suggest going to that. We might go to that next, or tomorrow, I guess. Because if we can find out about that as soon as possible, we'd like to.
Yes.
Because it looks like all the classes are available, for at least the level 1 class. I think there's, from the looks of it, there's 8 classes in quotes for every single class, because there's 3 classes, then a midterm, then 3 classes, then a final exam for every subject. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 subjects.
But yeah, anyway, so Vivian, if I had to recommend something, if you do not like egg hunting, I would suggest just what I do is I combo the Pokemon up to 99, like I'll show you. So the combo in this game does not affect the Pokemon. So let me just go to Poltegeist. So I'd go out in the world, I would combo up to 999 Poltegeist, and then I would just run into Poltegeist until I found it shiny. It's actually proven effective, but that's just my luck. So it's all dependent on your luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, So the only thing the combo affects is brilliant Pokemon, and that's the Pokemon you see with auras in the wild. And brilliant Pokemon have an increased chance to be shiny. But it's not much. Like, we've only found one brilliant shiny Pokemon, and it was a random encounter.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even what I was going for. I was so happy and disappointed at the same time.
Oh, I get it. All these books that are sticking out are probably for the quizzes.
Oh, 2 eggs at the same time. Okay. Sorry guys, we're near the end of the stream. We're getting tired.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and I'm also looking,
Hey, you're playing another game.
yeah, I'm looking through the building, the school to see if there's anything about, any book that talks about this, so that I can, make Younger Bro read it. There's a Mimikyu in the school.
Of course there is.
I'm talking to a trainer through a bookshelf.
I can't see it.
There's a person on the other side of this bookshelf that has a dialogue box. I talked through the wall at them because the radius of their conversation was too big. Let me head upstairs. I wish you could run or ride Pokemon through the
excuse me.
school.
Woohoo! Alright, how many eggs left? One more, okay. Yeah, I really wish in Scarlet and Violet there was an easy way to see. Not Scarlet and Violet, in Sword and Shield there was an easy way to see your party on your screen. That way it'd show you how many eggs you had in your party. Like, Like, they could have it on, like, the left side of the screen.
Yeah.
And they don't even do that in Scarlet and Violet because they might think, oh, it's not clean. It has to be on a different menu. And you know a funny thing? I know a Pokemon mod that puts your team on the screen. And it puts it at, like, the left side of the screen. I even know another one that puts it on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't know why that's not there.
Yeah, it shows your party. Like,
Yeah.
Because they didn't want it anything to take up the screen or something. I don't know. Like, I don't think in Scarlet and Violet there's anything on the screens. Like, they don't even have this Wi-Fi thing right here at the bottom left of the screen.
Yeah.
On Sword and Shield. They don't even have anything like that.
No.
It is completely clean. And I think they like that.
Yeah.
I mean, to an extent, it's nice, but there should be a setting somewhere that says show team on screen, at least.
That'd be nice.
But there isn't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, so the information I am seeking is not in here. Means that it must be in a class somewhere. That's a
Yeah, we've gone through a good amount of Pokemon, guys. Like, last stream we may have gotten up to 100 something. This stream we've gone over 200 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good progress. Yeah, it's weird. We start off slow. Like, when we first start the hunt, for some reason.
It is strange.
I don't know why. Like, we just do more and more almost every stream, which is good, but it's like, why don't this occur in the first stream?
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think of is because for some reason, like, the breeding lady is just giving us eggs less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, her going into a prompt, like, she's doing it slower. The only thing I can think of. By the way, what are we looking at in terms of time?
We've got just under 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's the last one. Oh. Yay! Whee! We'll get the shiny one of these days, guys, but unfortunately, I don't think today's gonna be that day. That was 3, right? I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Damn it.
You know, I was gonna work on Dragon Ball Legends today, and then I didn't do that. Yeah, I chose to write on Quotive instead. Oh boy. Yeah, so after the stream, I have to work on Legends for a while. Right. Dun 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 dun. Woohoo!
Sorry, I'm doing reading, a thing that I really shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, you were doing reading and gaming.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I care about the current state of our world, and as much as I don't like talking about it on camera, because, like, this is a stream about, you know, playing games and enjoying each other's time and company.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean I don't care about, you know, real world events, so. But I do need to put my phone away and not look at it anymore.
Put the phone and the Switch down.
The Switch has already been down for like 30 minutes.
Put it down even more.
Younger bro's insistence on this stance will be his downfall.
Like, I'm not on my phone all the time on your series. I pay attention.
That is somewhat untrue.
No, that is.
It has been untrue. Absolutely. But
yeah, on very rare occasions.
Yeah. So I will give you like I'll give you a 90% on that statement.
Like, the only other times I'm like on my phone is when we have to look up something.
That's true.
And also on these streams, because we do look up things a lot on these streams.
We do. That is true.
So my 10% is on these streams.
Yeah.
I think that was 5. That was 5. Okay.
I do need to actually take all these boxes that I just got and like build them.
Yeah, so you can sort your other Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be able to sort many of them more, but yeah. And I need to remember how these boxes work.
I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
So there's Pokemon card news.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear the news about the Scarlet and Violet set coming out?
No.
Okay, so there's 2 things about the Scarlet and Violet set. They are gonna have silver borders just like Japanese.
Okay, so they're more unifying the designs of the cards.
Yes.
Okay.
And EX is coming back.
Okay. I'm interested in that.
And it's silver. The EX symbol is silver.
Interesting. See, what I really wish they changed the back of the cards to match the Japanese. I think the Japanese backs look so much better. But they'll never do that.
Yeah, so they can differentiate a little bit.
No, I think it's just because they had it different for a while, and now it's like, well, we had it different. If we change it now, people will get confused.
Yeah, probably.
So.
But I love the look of the new EX cards. Like, they look amazing.
Yep.
Now, that said, guys, unfortunately, I'm still not pre-ordering the Scarlet and Violet set. We are still on the search for Marnie. And, guys, believe it or not, we still might be able to do part 2 this month. I know I said we might not, but my money has actually grown more than I thought. So,
in other words, it's now not. It's now.
It
shouldn't.
It's now at the point where I'm like, I don't know if I can or not. Because next week, I'm about to spend $500 getting the Fate Special Collection.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful for only $300, but I'm probably not going to get that. It's probably going to be about $500. And then the week after that, I'm getting the rest of the Fire Emblem DLC. Assuming I have Fates by that time.
Yeah.
And then a week after that, I'm getting all the themes on the 3DS. And I don't know how much that's going to cost. Like, I bought more than half of the themes on the 3DS, so it can't be much more.
Yeah. that's the kind of thing that I just would never do. To me, that's insane.
I only did that because, well, one year I might feel like having a Pokemon theme, another year I feel like having a different Hatsune Miku theme. Like, right now, my theme has been the same for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, 3 years. Yeah. So, on the 3DS, I'm just trying to get all I can before it goes completely down.
Yeah.
Now, stickers I'm not worrying about. Like those badges that you can get. Like, yeah. I don't care about those. That was like they added a gambling system with that, and I didn't like it. I mean, some of the pins were nice, but
who cares?
They just take up room, like precious room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, we have folders we can make, and like the only way I can look at badges is to make all the folders I need, which is going to be very soon, and then put badges after those folders. Like, honestly, I like putting the badges on the folders, but I have so very few folders, I just don't use all the badges.
Yeah. Because who needs
them? I did get some of the badges I want, like Midna from Twilight Princess.
Sure. Best girl strikes again.
I think he even got Wolf Link one.
Best girl strikes again.
So yeah, I won't be sad when that goes away.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh shit, you know what's gonna be rough?
Yeah.
How you gonna do Rumble Blast? Like, get the mythical Pokemon.
I don't know how that works.
You get it through Spot Pass.
Oh, yeah, that's just dead. That's impossible.
Yeah, you'd never be able to restart that game.
Yeah, I don't care that much.
Yeah, I restarted Rumble because I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And now I won't be able to get every Pokemon. That sucks. Like, for your favorite games, you won't be able to do certain things.
Yep, that's how it works for every game eventually. This is why my definition of games is only what's in the game at, like, from updates.
Like, you not getting all the mythical Pokemon in Rumble Blast and probably Rumble World at this point now is not, like, the biggest disappointment, but... Oh, that reminds me, I have to check Rumble World. No, I think I got Rumble World. I got all the stuff in Rumble World, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, what sucks, guys, is when we do Rumble World, we won't be able to record the start of the game. Because if I restart Rumble World, I'd have to rebuy all the packs and stuff again. So I am barred from restarting that game again.
Wait, why the heck's that?
The thing about Rumble World is Rumble World doesn't work like Rumble Blast, where you can just unlock the worlds, like the maps through gameplay.
Okay.
So in Rumble Blast, they unlock through either coin or diamond, and the only way to get diamond is to play through new worlds or purchase them.
Uh-huh.
The other way to get diamonds is to complete missions. Normally, they're daily missions. I don't think that's going to be a thing anymore.
Nope.
So I literally had to purchase as many diamonds as possible just to get all the maps. And if I restart that game, I lose those maps.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't just, like, they're not DLC. It's a part of the game. But when you lose a functionality of the game, how the fuck are you going to play it?
You don't.
Exactly.
Pokemon. Well, here's the thing. Pokemon Rumble World basically wasn't. I don't consider that even a mainline game. That was just basically a gacha game.
I mean, to an extent, Rumble Blast is too, but...
Well, yeah, but yeah. But it's...
But I'm saying we would be fine to play Rumble World with...
Wait a minute. Pokemon Rumble... Rumble Blast was on 3DS, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one had, like, a full story, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't buy anything with that. Like,
No.
you couldn't buy, like...
But I'm saying it's a
currency.
gacha game in terms of you go out and you knock out the Pokemon and collect it.
Oh, no. I'm talking about... Wasn't the one on the Wii U literally a gacha game, though? Sorry. When I mean gacha game, I mean specifically you actually could buy real-world currency in the game.
I don't know about the Wii U game. I've never played it.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one. That one was terrible.
In Rumble World, you could purchase all the maps and purchase clothing with real money.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't purchase the worlds with money, but to get them quickly, you had to get the special currency, like in a mobile game.
Yeah, it had a special currency.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just did that, but Rumble Blast was a full game.
Yeah, it had no special currency.
No.
Yeah.
Wii U won.
I can't remember. It just was bad. Did either of them have a real story?
I don't know. I'm going to have to check.
Did World even have a story?
I'm going to have to check the Wii U one. World, the goal is to get every map and then every Pokemon in those maps.
But there's no actual game story. Like in
There
Rumble Blast.
is a story, but I don't exactly know how it progresses besides just have every map. And I have every map. So World does have a story. I am not sure if the Wii U one does.
Gotcha.
So guys, I'm gonna have to look up Rumble U before anything else, because I gotta make sure I have everything for Rumble U. What time is it?
Let me check. 5 minutes.
Alright. But yeah, I gotta make sure I get Meloetta and... What was it? Genesect in Rumble U?
I don't remember. I haven't played those games in so long.
I know it was... it had something to do with the mythical Pokemon. It might have been Keldeo, actually. Wait, was it Keldeo?
I keep forgetting that all three of those are mythicals.
Yep.
Because I always think that Genesect wasn't a mythical.
Nope, it is.
But yeah, it's a mythical, isn't it?
Victini, Genesect, Meloetta.
Yeah, Victini is.
What?
Nothing. I have to rub these.
Oh, sorry, you had to look like. You gonna say anything else?
No, I have to rub these a little bit so that they open smoothly.
Okay.
It means like kind of rubbing down the ends. And I usually have to also tape the inside of these. There's a There's like a tiny cardboard bit that glues it together, but it almost never works properly. Yeah, I only have 3 boxes from these.
Oh.
Is that sound effect just because there's a storm going on?
Hmm?
The,
What?
like, on the hatching screen?
I think so, yeah.
Because that
Yeah.
sounds weird.
Yeah, there's a thunderstorm while eggs
Yeah.
hatching. Yes, that is.
That's weird. That's interesting.
Older bro thought it was thundering outside.
No, I thought it was in the game. I just didn't know. Or, like, it wasn't something I thought was outside. I just didn't know what it was.
Yes, it was a thunder. Did the audio stop working again?
Of course it stopped working again.
And then it stopped working again.
No,
And
it's
now
good
it's back.
Yeah, guys, we really want to stop using this computer. And as soon as we can, we will.
Yeah, I think in Rumble World, the mythical Pokemon they added to the game that they advertised, I think they were just an update. I don't think you had to pay for it.
Gotcha. That's good.
Yeah, this is probably the last batch of eggs.
Yes, you're at time.
Okay. Alright guys, so next 5 eggs and then we'll probably be done for today. Yeah, Yeah, I think we found a shiny at the end of the stream maybe once or twice.
Yeah, it's very rare.
It's very rare when it's at the end of the stream. It's usually in the middle or at the start.
Well, and a lot of the times when it's at the end of the stream, it's usually because we end the stream when finding it, not because we find it at the last second.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's 2.5 hours in, we're just like, fuck it, we're ending the stream here.
Yeah. Yeah, like, guys, unless it's within the next 2 eggs, we're not finding it this stream.
Which is not surprising.
Alrighty, last egg for today.
Final round. I mean, statistically, it has to happen eventually, though.
It will. It's not this stream. Nope. Alright. I release the Pokemon.
Boo. I await the day that you accidentally release Talonflame.
Nope.
Well, you just hard reset the console at that point.
I just close and reopen the game.
That's what I'm saying. You just completely shut everything off and restart it to prevent that.
Okay, guys, the timer has been paused. So that is going to be it for today's episode. So like and subscribe to YouTube and Twitch. Comment to videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch. We are at 375 encounters, and we'll see you guys in the next shiny hunt. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.